Hi ladies, welcome to the channel, and I'm so excited to have you here because I'm going to be teaching you guys lessons that I wish I would have known growing up. Things that even the version of me a couple months ago could have known and could have applied into her life. So yeah, let's get started. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe so I can continue to create videos, and I still will either way, so I'll be here regardless. But okay, let's get into it. So today's video is going to be about knowing your worth. As a woman, you have so much worth within you. You have so much value within you just by existing. And even if you're not a woman and you are watching this, you are worthy just by existing. Just because you are put here on this earth gives you enough value. That's it. You don't need anything else or anyone else to tell you that you are worthy, that you are worthy of your desires, that you are worthy of your dreams, that you are worthy of this dream life that you want, that you have imagined for yourself, that you are worthy of a loving partner, that you are worthy of having a good life. You are worthy of it just by existing. There's nothing that you have to do to make yourself more worthy. There's nothing that you have to change. You don't have to change your nose, your boobs, nothing. You don't have to change anything for you to be worthy of your desires, okay? And I want you to realize that you do not have to change anything or do certain things to be worthy. You are worthy just by existing. Now, that doesn't give you permission to be a bad person, to be a crappy person, no. But I'm just saying, you're worthy just by existing, and that's that. Okay? Okay. I feel like one thing that we tend to forget a lot as women is the fact that we can bring a whole life into this world. We have creation in our wombs. Do you know how powerful that is? That you can bring a whole life, a whole human into this world, and you are acting like you aren't worth crap. Why are you doing that? You can create a whole life. Like, what? Why doesn't that register for some people that is an amazing thing? That is so amazing. Who else can do that? Men can't do that. And yet they're acting like they're the big guys, like they're the tough, like, no. You have so much value just by existing, just by being a woman. You can bring a whole life into this world. Start acting like it. And I don't want you to let anybody tell you otherwise. Because that means that they're either in their wounded masculine energy or in their wounded feminine energy. And wounded is not right. Wounded is not... They're not in the place to speak. They are only saying that because of it's in their own reflection. I don't know how to describe that. People that make comments that you are not worthy as a woman of your desires are because they are projecting their own feelings onto you. They probably feel that they aren't worthy. So now they have to go and bring somebody else down because they want other people to get on their level. They don't want you to be high and mighty. They don't want what's best for you because they are in their wounded energy. If they weren't, they would be lifting you up. They would be hyping you up, telling you that you are worthy just by existing. So don't let people like that get to you. Don't let people like that bring you down. Okay? I need you to start being your own biggest fan. It is beneficial, don't get me wrong, to have somebody that's going to hype you up and that's going to think you're the best person ever, the love of their life. But be the own love of your life first. Be the own love of your life first, because otherwise you're not going to find somebody that's going to think that you're the love of their life, that's going to treat you like you're the love of their life. Be your own biggest cheerleader, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that you have. As sad as that sounds, it's reality. At the end of the day, you go to sleep with yourself, with your own mind, on your own. And even if you have someone next to you, they are their own person. Be your own person. Be your own biggest fan. Be your own biggest lover. Love yourself, because if you don't know how to love yourself, You can't expect anybody else to know how. You can't expect somebody else to love you or teach you how to love yourself. You're supposed to do that for you. And once you love yourself, nobody's going to be able to hurt you. Nobody, because you have built yourself up to be your own biggest cheerleader, to be your own biggest supporter. You don't need somebody else's approval to live your life, to do the things that you want to do, to feel worthy of the things that you have, the things that you want. Be your own biggest fan. Love you, because if you don't, nobody else will. I want you to remember that, because life is too short to not live your best life. Life is too short to not go out there and go after your goals. Life is too short to not live your dream life, to not have your desires. At the end of the day, do you want to be sitting or laying down in your deathbed and thinking, oh my gosh, I should have done that. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have done that. Because when you are on your deathbed and your life is flashing right before your eyes, you're going to regret all of those things that you did not do in fear of what other people would think, in fear that it wouldn't go right, in fear that you would have failed. So what? Go and try the things. Go and fail a few times. You're going to succeed eventually. Like, if you know that success is yours, you are going to succeed. If you are your own biggest fan, your own biggest lover, cheerleader, you are going to succeed. Why? Because you believe in yourself. Like I said, life is too short to not go out and meet new people, to not go out and study for that career that you want. Life is too short to not go out and find someone that will allow you to be a trophy wife. If that is your desire, so be it. Go after it. Go do those things. Life is too short to regret it. Honestly. Like, you always see older people and you ask them what they wish they would have done differently. They always say, oh, I wish I wouldn't have stayed in a toxic relationship for that long. I wish I would have traveled more. I wish I would have seen the world. I wish I could have been myself. I wish I would have found myself. Life is too short to not do those things. It's too short to not go and see the world that is out there for us to see. It wouldn't be there if it wasn't meant to be discovered. That's all I'm going to say. And even with yourself, find out who you are before you try to add other people to your story. Before you try to, make someone else a part of your story. Find out what your story is first. And that goes back to being your own biggest fan. Being your biggest cheerleader. The reason why I wanted to speak about self-worth is because growing up and until a couple months ago, I didn't have any. I didn't have any self-worth. And I knew I deserved better and I started doing better for myself, but I didn't feel worthy of my dream life. And until you start feeling worthy of those things, until you start feeling worthy of the 5K, 10K months, the partner, the person that's going to treat you like a princess, until you start feeling worthy of those things, of having the house of your dreams, the apartment of your dreams, all of that, until you feel worthy of it, that stuff is not going to show up in your reality because you are not ready for it. It can pop up into your life, but you're not going to feel worthy of it, and then you're just going to lose it. You're not going to know what to do with that because you are not ready for it. And that is why sometimes God and the universe does not give you the things that you want, because they know you are not ready for it. They know that you don't think you deserve it. They know you deserve it. They think you deserve it, but they know that you don't think you are worthy of it. So I want y'all to start having the audacity of a man. Have the audacity of a man. These dudes are all kinds of messed up, doing all kinds of things, and they think they're worthy of the most beautiful, most innocent, sweetest woman ever. They think they're worthy of her carrying their children, creating life for them. Have that audacity. These dudes are bald and all kinds of and big, and women hate her and they think they're worthy of that. So why do you think that you're not worthy of your little dream house, of your little dream car? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. So if men can have all of this audacity, you can have some too. You can sit there and be like, yeah, I am worthy of a loving husband. Yeah, I am worthy of being a stay-at-home wife. I am worthy of being a content creator. I am worthy of these things. If they can have the audacity, so can you. Having a God complex is going to carry you far. And I don't mean God complex as in you're like narcissistic, you're stuck up, entitled, all for yourself. No. Still be a humble person. Be a good, genuine person. But believe that you are worthy of having all those things. Believe that you are a goddess, because you are. As a woman, you are so powerful. You are such a goddess. You are so beautiful. You can create life in your body. That is freaking powerful. That is amazing. And if you don't think so, you need to reevaluate. You need to start thinking a little bit harder, reading books upon femininity. There are men that worship women because they know how powerful a woman is. The only one that doesn't know it is you. You're the only one that is missing that connection. But like I said, get yourself in check as well. Be a good person. You know, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But be a good person. Be humble. Be kind. Be loyal. Genuine. Be yourself. And, you know, if you know you're not a good person, work on those things. That's why we have the power to change who we are. We can change our personalities from one to the other, not because we're being inauthentic, but because we know we are worthy and capable of being a better version of ourselves. And that's a beautiful thing about life. You do not have to stay angry and bitter and resentful. You can change those things. You can change to become a better version of yourself where you're not as angry anymore. You're not as resentful or bitter, you know? You can have an appreciation for life and an appreciation for yourself at the end of the day. Another thing with knowing your worth is stop caring what other people think. Once you start doing that, once you stop caring what other people think, things are just gonna start happening for you like this. Because why does it matter what Becky thinks about you posting videos? Why does it matter when, you know, like, why? Why? People are so involved in their own lives. And yeah, I know, like, even yourself, you're so involved in your own life. Do you genuinely care what other people are doing? Not really. Like, they only take up about 30 seconds of your thoughts, and that's it. Then you're back to focusing on you. That's what everybody does. They are too focused on their own problems to be upset about what you are doing, to have an opinion of what you are doing. And if they are that bothered, they are your fan. They are jealous of you, okay? And do not pay them any mind, because why does it matter? It's your life, your world. You get to create whatever type of life you want for yourself. And that's it. Point blank, period. Stop caring what other people think. Other people's opinions of you do not matter. Only your opinion of you matters. And if your opinion of you is flawed, you don't like yourself, you don't love yourself, change that. Be your own biggest fan. It all comes back to your sense of self, to your self-concept, to your self-love. Be your own biggest lover. Support yourself. Tell yourself that you are amazing. Tell yourself that you are enough. Tell yourself that you're a creator of life. You're a creative being. You are amazing. You are worthy of love. You're worthy of all of those things just by being alive. Otherwise, why would you be here if you weren't? Why would God or whichever higher power you believe in, why would they put you here If you are not worthy of being here, if you are not worthy of your dreams, why would you have certain desires come to you if you are not worthy of them? Now, sometimes these desires may be dupes, trying to test you, see if that's what you actually want. And just be smart, be open-minded when it comes to those things, be understanding. I can't find the exact word for it, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, assess things for what they are. Sometimes your desires will come in as dupes to test you, to see if you actually want the real thing. And God likes to test people, the universe likes to test people, life is all about a whole bunch of tests, okay? So you're gonna get tested. And that's to see whether you actually want the things that you said you wanted. And if you don't, that's okay. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to. But don't let false things fool you or get in the way. So to wrap this video up, I just want to say one more thing. I want you to start making yourself a goddess in your own self-concept, in your own self-image. You are the baddest girly ever. Start acting like it. You are a goddess, woman. Start acting like it. Once you start acting like that, life is just gonna get better for you. You're gonna be able to be in your soft girl energy. You're gonna be able to have that soft life. Things are gonna start clicking for you and working for you because you are in harmony with who you are, with that creative version of you, with that goddess version of you that you have been longing to be for the longest time, but you have not allowed yourself to. Know your self-worth. You are worthy of it, and I do have one recommendation for you guys of what I've been doing to help, and that is listening to sleep tracks at night. Just look up on YouTube sleep tracks for confidence, for self-esteem, for self-love, and listen to it at night. Just put it on as you're going to sleep. Just stay consistent with it, and after maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, I don't know how long it will take you because everybody is different. You're going to feel a shift. You're going to feel different. You are going to have self-worth and the confidence to do these things. That's why I'm making this video, because I was listening to that stuff and rewiring my subconscious programming. Rewiring my subconscious mind to allow me to make these videos and to show up as my authentic self. Because we are worthy and deserving of that. And a lot of times our childhood leads us astray from all those things because of the way that we were raised, our parents. But as an adult, you have the opportunity, if you're not already yourself, to come back home to yourself, to rediscover who you are. And that is a beautiful thing. Always, always, always do what works best for you. Just because some influencer says that she does certain things like working out in the morning, meditating, journaling, drinking matcha, whatever, if that does not work for you, do not do that. The only way that you're going to succeed in life is by finding who you are and finding what works for you. So just because sleep tracks work for me does not mean that they will work for you. Maybe you have to go a little bit deeper, going to therapy, doing your affirmations. There's all kinds of things out there. You already know there is. Just find what works best for you. And not what works for others, because what works for others, like I said, might not work for you, and then you're gonna get upset and be like, oh, well, I'm just not worthy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Go try something else. It's not the end of the world. If one thing didn't work, something else will. At the end of the day, this is your life. Create the life that you want, and remember, those desires wouldn't be given to you if you weren't worthy of them, if they were not meant for you. So always love yourself. Put yourself first, second to God, the universe, whatever higher power you believe in. Prioritize you, love you, know your self-worth, and you're worthy just by existing. Always remember that. You're worthy just by existing. That is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I feel like I rambled a little bit too much, but it's always a good ramble, and I showed up, and that is what matters. And you should speak to yourself in the same way. Bye, ladies. Thank you for watching, and I hope you took something from this, and this is my attempt to help others and sharing knowledge with you guys about things that I wish I would have known sooner, and things that I am actively practicing in my daily life, because if I wasn't, I'd be a fraud. Nobody's perfect, okay? Don't forget that. Bye!